One time me and Norton and them. Let's go visit a planet-busting biologist together. His name is Evanson. He has the same body as Norton. Facial stability. Sharp eyes. Very intelligent. He and Norton are peers. It's bigger than Norton. It was the leader of Norton who met me. Evanson said to welcome his ex-brother from Earth. I am very interested in your Earth. Me and Norton Willie Soudale. All global information networks. Study members of the Earthling tribe. We often discuss things about your planet. We can communicate well. I asked Evanson. How many countries are on your planet? We only have one country in the Nemesis world. The entire planet is a country. Evanson's answer surprised me. Who is the supreme leader of your planet? We don't have a supreme leader. Don't you have a supreme leader? I was shocked again. On our Earth. Even the underworld has a big one. The first time I set foot on your goblin planet. I still wonder which big leader will greet me. There was none. That's what happened. Strictly speaking, the supreme leader of our goblin planet. It's on the Global Public Information Network. It's virtual. It can be called the Global Information Network Protocol Algorithm Alliance. I am the leader of the Guoke Biological Research Tribe. I'm just doing the biology part. Have some leadership. Leader of the Gothic planet. It's basically an agreement. Mutually acceptable. It's just algorithmic protocols on the web. Certainly. These algorithmic protocols are also constantly evolving. Constant modification. There are multiple versions of this algorithm. The essence of it is that there are many people in different places. An artificial intelligence created collaboratively at different times. This artificial intelligence, information in the form of numbers, exists on the Global Public Information Network. And your leaders on Earth. There are specific individuals. Right? Yeah. Leaders of our planet. The structure is a pyramid shape. We have many countries on Earth. The top leader of a country is usually the chairperson or the president. The next step is the provincial governor or governor. The next step is the county magistrate. Then the mayor or the mayor. Then the village chief. And on the bottom are people like me. Norton said there is only one country in our country. Guoke is actually a galaxy. There are dozens of planets around. It's populated. These planets are governed by the planet Guoke. Strictly speaking, the Guoke system is a country. There are no different countries in the entire Kuomintang system. Our top leader, the Global Information Network Algorithmic Protocol Alliance. The next step is the tribal leader of the Global Information Network. The next step is for ordinary people. Soudal says. The ones who really hold the power on our Gothic planet. I think it's the people who control the global movement network. Think about that. We can't do anything without the global movement network. The global movement network is actually behind it. Controlled the entire nutshell planet. I have a different opinion. Willie said. What do we do? How much wealth? There will be a dedicated pricing algorithm. The Tribal Alliance puts a price on us. I think this pricing algorithm that sets the price for us. The Tribal Alliance is even more powerful. More powerful than the people who control the global movement network. And Norton says, okay, one person does one thing. How much should I be paid? There are so many people in the world. And there are so many things. This pricing is systematic. Extremely complex things. One person is incompetent. So naturally, the Information Network Algorithm Alliance emerged. This is one of the first algorithmic consortia. What happens is there's lots of people working together. Compromise. Offer a reasonable price. Manage the total number of algorithmic consortia on the Global Information Network. Algorithmic Alliance. is the supreme leadership group of our passing planet. Soodle says. Once I thought. Pricing algorithm alliance. Maybe it's deliberately undercounting my wealth. I warned them. If you ignore me, I will file a complaint with the Global Information Network Oversight Alliance. They immediately apologized and added to the wealth value undercounted to me. I don't feel how powerful they are. Make a fortune directly and reinstate to our tribal alliance. Maybe more powerful. Watch them argue for a long time. I see. Who is the supreme leader of your Gothic planet? You can't tell yourself. Your leaders. Algorithms in computers and networks. Not a real person. It's virtual. You people. How willingly? Led by a virtual leader? Evanson says. Virtual leader of our country's nemesis. It's incremental, not a meeting. Let's make an appointment and start. Global Information Network and Global Movement Network. Developed to a certain extent. It is difficult for people to acquire wealth independently. Ultimately acquire wealth. Mainly rely on these two networks. Two major networks. Can solve people's lives. Almost all problems in production. The emergence of virtual leaders. In fact, it is an inevitable result. Evanson made a stroke in the air with his hand. Immediately a virtual image appeared. The footage shows many war scenes. A dense crowd. It's like a Cold Age war. Evanson says. Review history. We used to have many countries in Gothic. They often go to war with each other. The reason for war is naturally to compete for energy and goods. Qualitative wealth. After the emergence of the Global Information Network and the Global Movement Network. Energy and material wealth. It is no longer important to the passing planet. It's basically free. Since there is no need to compete for energy and material wealth. And it's completely digitized. The state lost the right to issue banknotes. Lead to the weakening of state power. Global Sports Network. Can instantly appear anywhere in the world. The existence of the state is becoming increasingly unnecessary. On the contrary, it brings trouble to people to travel. It hinders the development of society. Global Sports Network. People can be stopped from committing crimes anytime, anywhere. The country is resisting foreign invasion and fighting crime. Loss of function in maintaining social fairness and order. National concept. Finally disappeared completely on the passing planet. With the disappearance of the state, national leaders also disappear. Algorithmic Protocol Consortium on the Global Information Network gradually replaced the function of national leader. In fact, the Algorithmic Protocol Consortium of the Global Information Network. Before our goblin nation disappears completely, already appeared. I'm asking a stupid question. Don't laugh. You Goks want to be a leader. When you call the tribal leader, is it difficult? Yes, first you have to choose a tribe. Let's say you're studying biology. Very knowledgeable about biological research. Has its own unique opinion. You can choose the Biological Research Tribe. Frequently publish their opinions on the Global Information Network. Strive to be involved in various things. After a long effort, obviously surpass the current alliance leader in various things. And that excess is algorithmically accurate. With the consent of the tribe members, you can replace the current leader. But under normal circumstances, the leader is not changed casually. Since passersby are immortal, this process changes. It's a long time. It does take a lot of patience to become the leader of the alliance. Then I'll pay for it, okay? For example, I have a lot of money. I gave the money to the tribe members. Can you quickly become the leader of the alliance? Ooh, so Dao laughed. You earthlings like this. In terms of bribery. You have maintained excellent ability, Norton told me. And since the Goths basically get their lives for free, money is just an extra treat. So the need for money is not that strong. In addition, we have a dedicated Global Information Network Oversight Alliance. It is impossible to spend money on the behavior of buying alliance leaders. Evanson says, Brother Keon, the internet has already appeared on your Earth, like our Global Information Network. As long as you Earthlings decipher the essence of the field, you can build networks around the world. With the Global Movement Network, you Earthlings can appear anywhere in the world in an instant. Your country will also gradually disappear. Eventually, the whole Earth will become a country. This is the trend in the development of the entire cosmic civilization. All advanced civilizations in the universe have to go this far. No one can stop. You Earthlings will also be virtually led by the internet. This is what had to happen. Just depends. You Earthlings, when can I break the essence of a game? So in the end, who is the most powerful person on your planet? Evanson says, virtual leaders on the information network. Its essence is artificial intelligence. It's an algorithm. It's algorithms that are controlling and dominating our planet. And the person who created the algorithm are the mathematicians of our planet. So what really controls us from behind? It was these mathematicians. Can't you be a physicist? Isn't physics important? Physics matters. Physics is the foundation of all science. However, physics has developed to a certain extent. The degree naturally ends. It's not going to happen. No matter what planet in the universe, no matter what civilization, once realized, the universe is made up of objects and the surrounding space. Everything else doesn't exist. There is no such thing as a third. The rest. It is our observer's perception of the movement of objects in space, or the motion of the space itself around the object. A description of. Once you realize that, physics comes to an end. The depth of physics ends there. What's left is just to expand on one plane, or just tinkering. But math has no end. To some extent, physics is just a branch of mathematics. Physics is just math. It's just a branch that describes the phenomenon of motion. Mathematicians are scary. Like they form a circle, have access to resources. You want to fit into their circle. You have to crack the access code they set. Otherwise, they won't take you to play. Keep you out of their circle. These passwords are algorithms. Some of these algorithms are designed by them. Some exist naturally, and was discovered. It's pretty scary. Many geniuses cannot get started.